falling for nobody else but you. You caught my eye, and I've got a feeling I'm falling. Show me the ring and I'll jump right through. I used to.
Hello everybody, it's Jude the Exceptional Gamer here, bringing you another Call of Duty Zombies video, and this is going to be the second episode of the series on the channel, Remember That Map. So for you guys that don't know what Remember That Map is on this channel, it's basically a series that I made where we look back on all the old Zombies maps and just kind of remember all the good times and stuff. We're going to be looking at the good things in the map, the things that really stand out and that were unique to the map, and how the map has changed Zombies to be what it is today. For those of you that have not watched the first one, I actually did Ascension, which is a pretty good map if you ask me. So I'll put like a little iCard at the top right corner or whatever. If it's not there, then it'll be in the description. If you want to watch that, then feel free to. I feel like I make some good points in there, and I feel like the nostalgia really hit me hard making that video. But without further ado, let's get straight into this. On March 19th, 2009, the PlayStation 3 and the Xbox 360 got the first DLC for Call of Duty World at War. Players that bought the DLC were given 3 multiplayer maps and also an unexpected Zombies map, which was called VERRÜCKT. Now this was not the first Zombies map, obviously that was Nacht und Toten, but however this was the first ever DLC map. Upon playing it, there were a few new things that were added that changed Zombies forever. So the features that really did change Zombies and were just completely new and fresh in the map were the power switch, Perca-Colas, which are Juggernog, Speed Cola, Double Tap and Quick Revive, the electro shock defenses, aka the traps, just your standard electric trap that we have even now, Bouncing Betties, and of course the musical Easter egg that you get for flushing the toilet 3 times. Now that I've covered everything that was new that came out on VERRÜCKT, let's talk about the Easter eggs. Now there weren't as many Easter eggs as, I don't know, say a map like Shino Numa or any of the other ones on this, because like I said, this was the first DLC map. You know, the Zombies franchise wasn't as serious as it is now, but however, I'm sure we all remember the little Easter eggs that were just really cool that were implemented into this map. So there was one I mentioned earlier about a music Easter egg, and that is basically one of the first like real songs they actually added in, and was a cool way of getting it too. The song was made by Kevin Sherwood and Alina Siegeman, and it was called Lullaby of a Dead Man. I'm sure we can all relate back to the time where we first did this, and you know, we were flushing the toilet, it was going like, it was making the noise 3 times, and once that happened, you'd hear this guitar riff start playing, and it'd be this cool bass, and it was just amazing, and you had the most like badass feeling, and you and your friends would go and camp in like, I don't know, the kitchen or something, or whatever there was, just a small little room, and you would just hold out with this epic music playing. It'd be the, I don't know, like round 15, because that was basically considered a very high round back at these times, and it'd be getting really intense, and honestly, shit would just absolutely hit the fan, and it was like this big last stand, and I loved it. Playing these maps with split screen just honestly added to it. There's nothing better than being sat next to your friend and just like holding out against all these zombies and stuff and just chilling out. It was honestly, it made for some amazing nights, and they're nights I just will never forget. Speaking of holding out in a certain place, the kitchen was this really messed up, sadistic looking place. It looked really like very gory, and there was like these crazy obsessive writing patterns and drawings all over the wall, and it was almost as if there was some kind of like mad scientist that was there. There were limbs hanging off of meat hooks and decapitated torsos. It was honestly, it was really gory and crazy, but that is the real scare factor of this map. That is one thing that made this map so scary. And as you can imagine, sitting here and holding out, and one of you is guarding like a barricade, one of you is guarding the door, this made for some very, very uneasy feelings whilst you're in this atmosphere. The whole map itself is just scary since it is an abandoned, kind of destroyed asylum. But however, the reason why this is by far arguably one of the scariest maps we've ever had in zombies, if not the scariest map we've ever had in zombies, it is because of the really freaky sounds that you can hear just whilst you're casually playing the map. If you just wander around the map, you will be able to hear these patients that used to be in this asylum, so they're somewhat ghostly, paranormal noises that you're hearing, and they sound like they're in deep, agonizing pain, and they start screaming at the top of their lungs, they start banging on the walls. You would be able to hear the baby crying in the spawn room, and it was just very eerie, and that is by far something that we don't have enough of in the newest versions of zombies. Another scary thing about this map is actually something that ties into the Easter egg part of it, and this is, I'm sure we can all remember this one, the dentist chair. I think this did catch us all by surprise when we just decided to all run up to the dentist chair and just hold X or square or whatever it is you were playing on, and you just got this ear-piercing, horrible kind of noise that just really went through you, and it did me. I honestly, I hate this noise. It's always freaked me out, these kind of noises, but it's like the dentist drill going off, and it's just so terrifying. Honestly, it gives me the chills even now. If I really had to put my finger on it, I think the only really bad thing about this map is the room, and if you forgot, let me just recap your memory on the useless room. Okay, but really though, that room was just so pointless. It had a gun that cost 2,500, which is the bar, and it was like a bipod bar. It had a bipod on it, so you could like mount it and you get better accuracy. And this room, you went to camp in it, but it's just really not worked. It's glitched and that's broken, which is it's just a meme in the zombies community. The 2,500 deployable bar wall buy. It makes the room pointless. You're opening it for 750 points. I mean, come on, it's kind of embarrassing the fact that you're spending 750 points on a room that is basically just this tiny space that's just got nothing to it at all except for a useless wall buy, and the bar isn't that good anyway. And then I think it's even more embarrassing if you actually save up 2,500 points to get the freaking gun, and then you realise that you can't even deploy it, so you have just wasted your points. So it just makes the room pointless and useless, and it's the biggest meme in this map, I would say, by far, besides the Springfield. But anyways guys, I'm gonna leave this video here today. If you enjoyed, be sure to smash that like button, comment and subscribe for more. Tell me what video you want to see next down in the comments, because I really enjoy doing this series. I know this one took a while, but nonetheless, I hope you guys enjoy it. I hope you enjoyed the little intros that I do on these. I have fun making them too. I hope this is a zombies video that you like, and you know, we could all just come together and just remember some really good times. Post down in the comments your good times if you're watching this and you feel like commenting it. I'll be really interested to hear it. We can have a cool discussion. More Black Ops 4 zombies coming soon. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time.